see how, I mean, it's an X, and it's not, we can't really see it. So on the input, or in the input CSS, for the hamburger top and hamburger bottom, which are these lines, let's make those white. So we'll say color, and we want those to be white. So if I do that, I'm sorry, background color, not color. Background color. Okay, so that one's white, and then we'll do the same for that. There we go, so we can see it better. And then in the JavaScript, what we'll do is we'll switch this logo out for the footer one, which is white, and you'll be able to see it better when this is open. Okay, so I think we're all set as far as the HTML and CSS. So what I'll do now is just take that open class off, because we want to be able to do that through JavaScript, and remove the class of flex and replace it with hidden. And we're going to also do that with JavaScript. So let's go into our script.js. It's already connected because we have the excuse me, we have the tab functionality. So I want to bring in a couple things. So the first thing is going to be the button, the hamburger button. So let's say document dot, we'll use get element by ID, and let's get the menu dash btn. And then we're also going to get the menu itself, which has an ID of menu. Say menu. And then I'm also going to get the logo. I believe we have an ID on the logo. So yeah, right here. So ID logo. If you don't have it, just make sure you add that. And then we'll go ahead and bring that in as well. So logo and logo. So first thing is going to be the event listener. Right when we click on this, we want something to happen. So let's go under the tab event listener, and let's say hamburger button listener. And we're going to take the button, we're going to add an event listener, and we're going to listen for a click event. And when that happens, we're going to call a function called nav toggle. So let's put that down here. So we'll say function nav toggle, and just to test things out, we'll do a console log 1 2 3. Open up our console. If I click that, we should see 1 2 3. Okay, now there's a couple things we want to do. The first is we want to add the open class so that this turns into an X. So we do that by taking the button itself. And remember, we have a class list object, and we have the the method of toggle, and we want to toggle the open class right on the button. Right. So if I click it, now if I click it, you see it goes to an X, but it also disappears, and that's because we added the background of white. All right, and that's fine because we will ultimately have that dark blue overlay, so we want it to be white. And we can add the overlay simply by toggling the flex and hidden class on the menu. So let's take the menu and let's say class list dot toggle, and we're going to toggle the flex class, and we want to toggle the hidden class. All right, so basically if it's display flex, it'll go to hidden. If it's hidden, it'll go to flex. So let's save and let's click this, and there we go. So now we can see the menu. This turns white, so we can see it over the overlay, and yeah, this looks good. Now the logo itself, I want to make that white, so we have the footer logo, which actually I didn't even use in the footer, did I? Oh yeah, I did. So we have that white footer logo. So what we can do is go right under here. We want to check to see if it's in flex mode, because it's either going to be flex or hidden. So we can do that by checking for the class. So we'll say menu.classlist.contains, and we want to see if it contains flex. That means the menu is open. If it is, then let's take the logo and let's set the attribute. We have a set attribute method, and we want to set the source, which is the location of the image, and we're going to set it to /images/ and then logo-bookmark-footer.jpg. .svg. Okay, else, then of course we want to put the regular one back, so we're just going to set that to, let's get rid of that and just say logo bookmark. All right, so we'll save, and now if I click this, when this is open, we see the footer bookmark, our footer logo, which is white. Close it, we get the black one back. All right, so pretty cool. Now, this is all well and good as far as looks, but we don't have functionality. If I click on one of these, it brings me down, but I still have this thing here. Like, what am I supposed to do? So, I mean, there's multiple ways you can handle this, but what I'm going to do is just have this X be positioned fixed so that even when we scroll down, it's still there, so we can get rid of it. You could add some JavaScript to make it like when you click it, maybe it waits a second or something and then disappears, but I think just having access to the close button no matter where we are is a fine solution. So the way I'm going to do that is in the CSS, we want to go to the open class, because we only want this position fixed when it's open, because we don't want these three lines to always just hang out right here when we're looking around the site. So when it's open, let's do position fixed. Right now, if I do that, let's see, if we click it, it is fixed and it stays where it is, but I don't want it there. So obviously we want to position that differently. So I'm going to say we want to go 50, let's say 50 pixels from the top, and from the right, we're going to go 25. That puts it right where it is here. So if I click now, if I scroll down, it just stays there. So let's say I want to go to the FAQ section, then I can close the menu. All right, and that's it. We are done. So I like this project. I think it looks really good, and we got to do a little bit of JavaScript stuff. I know a lot of people like that. If you don't like that, of course, you don't have to do it. You don't have to really pay attention to it, and you can just use it in future projects if you want. But that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I think this is the last project of the series, or of the course. So if it is, I want to thank you very much for taking this course. And if you did all the projects, congratulations. I know that there was a lot, and it can be pretty tedious writing all these classes and stuff. But again, thank you for taking the course, and I'll see you soon.